Okay, our last one for the day is a fan favorite. You might already know what I'm gonna ask it. How about the What is up, Samuel Beeman fam? Now, you guys saw the title of the video. Today, we are asking ChatGPT about how to get Clash Royale physiques. Now, I'll be going over a ton of cards in this video, so please stick around. And if you want to see a part 2 of something like this, please let me know. But I will be asking OpenAI how to achieve the physiques of Clash Royale character cards, and I'll be rating them on a scale of 1 to 10 based on how effective and accurate I think its answer is. As all know, use code BEAMON on fitbutters.com for 10% off. That's the best way to support me, and plus, they're delicious. But back to the video. I think we start off with let's ask a bit about the Pekka. The Pekka is a very menacing stature, has a very menacing stature, very big. So I think the way we'll structure these questions is how would I train if I wanted to achieve the physique of Pekka from the game Clash Royale? For the physique of Pekka from Clash Royale, you're aiming for a massive, powerful, armored warrior look. Think extreme muscle mass, strong shoulders and legs, and an intimidating robotic presence. Okay. Define the physique. Thick legs, core strength, high muscle mass, low body fat. I didn't even think about the core strength. Yeah, it must take a lot to carry that armor. And competitors, bodybuilders, and powerlifters. That makes sense. They're really, the Pekkas are really tanky. They're really wide. And all right, so I'm thinking, oh, it gives us a lifting plan. Legs or bro split. I would think push-pull legs would be a bit better than a bro split, but I could see the Pekka in the gym. I don't know the plan. 100 to 500 extra calories per day. Yeah, you definitely want to be eating above your maintenance. I wonder if it takes a lot of, I wonder if it burns a lot of energy running back and forth across the field, you know, trying to attack the king towers. See, okay, this is saying like all pretty clean stuff. I would argue that like you could eat some not clean stuff if you wanted the Pekka physique, because if you look closely, you could definitely see they're a lot more rounded. You know, they're not like they don't have a nice V taper or like broad shoulders that goes into a V. They're like kind of circly. Okay, that was a good start. I would rate that one a 8 out of 10. I think that, I mean, basically nailed it. All except for the bro split and the, that's a pretty like small, like calorie surplus, like 300 to 500 for that look. The Pekka towers over everything else. I think it's definitely more than eating over 500 calories maintenance, probably like over 1,000 calories. But out of that, 8 out of 10. Mini Pekka, that got me curious. Let's ask you about the Mini Pekka. About the Mini Pekka. Stocky, incredibly dense muscle mass. See, how would it even know that though? Like, we've never even seen under the, how did it even know? To muscular build, explosive strength, agility, and speed. Yeah, the Mini Pekka is actually kind of fast, not gonna lie. Body power, upper body push, active recovery. Training for sprints. I mean, I get exercises. Okay, see, this makes sense. I see, like box jumps. So it's not an air troop. Why would it need to do that? Bulk or power maintenance. Eat at slightly above maintenance. See, again, I don't agree with that. They're running all the time. They're getting their like incredible cardio in. I would say they would need to eat way more than just like 300 or 500. This is pretty similar to the Pekka. Sleep like a machine. I like that. 7 to 9 hours. That just goes for everything though. Mini Pekka doesn't talk. He lets the results speak. Okay. One thing I got wrong is that it says what is it? Dense clean calories. It doesn't say anything about pancakes in here. So I'd give that one a 7 out of 10. It's a little like, I would follow over the two that we've gone over so far. I would follow the Pekka rather than the Mini Pekka, just because the training plan it gave is so like, I would see for like an air troop that would make sense. All these like speedy stuff or like maybe a skeleton, but I don't really agree with that for the Mini Pekka. But 7 out of 10, you would definitely get, starting from 0, you would definitely get results if you followed this. Guy, let's ask, what about the ice spirit? It's talking to me like it's my buddy. Ah, the ice spirit from Clash Royale. All right, small, fast, and agile. Crazy explosive power, freezing enemies on contact. Radiates energy and control, not raw muscle. More of a nimble, reactive, and athletic build. Think sprinter, gymnast, or parkour athlete. I agree with this. Goals. Real life equivalent. Parkour, free running athlete, gymnast or sprinter, breath control, mobility work. That makes sense. Ice spirit's quick, that's for true. And plyometrics on Monday, calisthenics on Tuesday, every Wednesday, lower body explosiveness on Thursday. I wonder what upper body explosiveness would look like. Agility and reaction training. That's a good one. I didn't even think about that. You want, cause yeah, you want the ice spirit to like see out of the corner of its eye. Boop, hog rider. Go grab that guy. I don't think this is gonna be different from a lot like of the other ones or like the ones we've seen before. I think nutrition's always gonna look similar. I mean, because like, why wouldn't it, right? Slight deficit, that's interesting. Okay, to high, that makes sense for a sprinter. Bonus, become the ice spirit. Cold exposure, try cold showers or ice baths to improve recovery, focus, and frost resistance. Yeah. Style breathing to train your nervous system. Reaction time and acceleration over heavy lifting. Yeah. Because you're not sending out an ice spirit to go deal with a Mega Knight. You're not doing that. I'd rate this one a 9 out of 10. Yeah, this is like a track athlete workout. This is a really good one, I think. The only thing I'm iffy on is the slight deficit. Like, I get you want to be a little like have a slimmer build, but I think maintenance would work just fine. But it did offer that, so 9 out of 10. Curious about, check it. What about the Boss Bandit? If there's no mention of steroids in here, instant knockdown a point because Boss Bandit needs a nerf. Like, you don't need me to tell you, bro. Bandit. That's not the Boss Bandit. They should be the same, though. They should be the same. Excess bulk, strong core and legs, sleek and stealthy. Think of a ninja warrior. That's good. Bandit mode is what the training plan is called, okay. Body power and plyometrics, upper body calisthenics core, active recovery, sprint training, full body circuit, rogue challenge. I've never heard of that before. Parkour or martial flow. I'm noticing it's kind of similar to the ice spirit where it wants to be quick. See, I'm surprised I didn't put any like stealth stuff in here, but maybe that's what the rogue challenge means. Target, maintenance or light deficit. They're running across the bridges in the field the whole time. I don't understand that. It's given the bandit more protein than the ice spirit though. And then, yeah, supporting the hormones with the fats. I like that. Yeah, it even says you're moving a lot. So why are we in a light deficit? Or capoeira. Shadow training. Practice movement drills with music or in silence for stealth. Huh. Why am I in a light deficit of calories? Okay, so it's saying, because it wants us to be slimmer. Athletic over aesthetic. Explosive over massive, quick over bulky. Yeah, okay. But okay, that's good. It's not a crash diet, it's a controlled edge. So at least it said that. This one, a 9 out of 10. Just 'cause it's so similar to the Ice Spirit one, but it added it also had that like bit of specialization in it too, with the, like how the Ice Spirit had the cold training, this one had the stealth movement training. I like that. 9 out of 10. Knight physique. That's what I want to know. Strength, not overly muscular, but solid. High endurance, can take hits and keep fighting. Yep. Old school toughness. How do you train for that? CrossFit athlete or military tactical trainer. That makes sense because they're soldiers, right? Build. Thick, powerful, durable, balanced across full body, functional, work capacity, strength, compound lifts. Okay. The interval training and conditioning. That's true. That's true. He's always fighting and running. Upper body and core. Yeah. That's like, I feel like you get pretty tired. Mobility, stability, and recovery on Thursday. Lower body strength and carries. Challenge, circuit and strongman style. I like that. Rest or light mobility. So this is actually a pretty good one. That's the thing though, there's a bit of overlap between these. Like, look at all this. Upper body and core, he's doing that. He's not getting enough rest of just like 48 hours in between those two workouts. I don't think so. Set and extras, okay. Consistency over height. The Knight doesn't chase trends, he builds daily. That's right, it's not a marathon. Or no, it is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Yep. Durability focus. Avoid burnout. See, it's contradicting itself right there because we have these workouts that use the same muscles in the same day, or like sequentially. He's gonna burn out. This one, a 5 out of 10. If you're a beginner, you might see some gains, but what I'm saying is it's loading up at the beginning. Where are we at? We're loading up at the beginning of the week, and then it's just like almost nothing at the end. And it's not like, it's a weird like super high frequency at the beginning, and then it's like a weird curve, and then it just goes down right here. I don't know. It's definitely skewed to the right in terms of rest. So I'd give this one a 5 out of 10 again, and it didn't really go into the grit workout outside of it, or like the soldier workout. Again, it did give us that, what is it called? It did give us that strongman circuit, but I just don't see how that's like tailored to being how, like, what did it say at the beginning? Full toughness, and I don't think we build any of that in here. 5 out of 10. Last one for the day is a fan favorite. You might already know what I'm gonna ask it. How about the Berserker? All right, let's see. Primal power, raw intensity, and relentless aggression. Have an official Berserker card? What? Barbarian archetype. Okay, I mean, it's right about that, no lie. Thick muscle. Unrelenting strength, controlled chaos like a beast in a cage. Toughness and stamina, not pretty muscles. Well, she's a baby, so it's a little weird. Wide and thick, especially upper body. Yo, ChatGPT, yo. Animalistic, heavy hitting. That's true. Okay, let's look at this. Upper body, explosive legs and slag work. This doesn't make any sense, bro. She's a baby. How could she do all this? Berserker circuit, the Berserkit. Full body Metcon, okay. Wrestler mobility stretching. Strongman unconventional lifting? What is that? Never heard of that in my life. Shadow boxing and primal flow. Okay. And pull-ups, deadlifts. These aren't bad lifts at all, but I just don't see how they go with the, I mean, achieving the Berserker physique. I don't think you would, if you did all this, you would not look like the Berserker. Circuits. 3 to 5 rounds of 10 kettlebell swings, 10 burpees, 20 battle rope slams, a 50-foot bear crawl, and 10 med ball slams. That sounds tiring. I don't know if she can do all that. Bro, she drinks like milk from a bottle, bro. I don't think she can do all this off of that. 8+ hours? Bro, she sleeps like 12 hours. She's a kid. Rituals. I don't know what that is. Okay, I rate the Berserker. I mean, it's not a bad plan. I'm underestimating her, but I do not think she does this. And you would not get the Berserker physique if you followed this plan. So I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. Today's vid, I had fun with this one. I would love to do this again. So drop a comment if you want me to do it again. Drop a like. Maybe we'll do other video games too. But this has been Samuel Beeman. Don't forget to use code Beeman on fitbutters.com for 10% off all orders. And I mean, I'll see y'all in the next one, yo.